What's going on, everybody? Today, I'm excited to demo the Boss Wazacraft Dm-2w analog delay. I'll be plugging my Strat into the pedal into my Princeton Reissue. I'm just going to keep it clean. I just want to show what this pedal can do on both the standard and custom settings. Unfortunately, I don't have an expression pedal, but I'll demonstrate the effect that would have if you were to use one. And for the stereo output, I have done it with my Princeton and Marshall. It sounds fantastic. Unfortunately, it's just a little bit hard for me to have a 3 mic setup for when I'm recording. 2 is really all I can do right now, but I can vouch the stereo works awesome. But let's just get this plugged in. I'll try and talk as little as possible, and let's see what the Boss Wazacraft analog delay can do. Got the Strat plugged in, as I said, into my Fender Princeton Reissue. I'm going to have a splash of the spring reverb on as well. I'll just let you hear kind of what I'm starting with. Yeah, nice clean amp. I just want to showcase what this pedal can do. It will come up here to my right, and let me just show you a couple things. So you have your repeat, or your repeat slash rate, which controls the delay time. And what tripped me up is the delay time goes down as you turn the knob clockwise, which I don't know if that's how the original was, maybe, but it took me a while to realize what I was doing. Oh, I want longer, got to turn the knob down. Then you have your echo knob, which is basically just the delay's volume, or the echo's volume, I should say. I wasn't quite sure what that did as well. I was just keeping it a little bit lower, and then I realized, oh, you turn it up, you get that delay. And then the intensity, it adjusts the number of repeats. And that one, number of repeats clockwise, less than the number of repeats counterclockwise. So like I said, that kind of stumped me with the rate knob, but I'll stop talking. Let's hear it. I have all the knobs at noon on the standard mode. I don't want to miss that. Standard and custom, that's the S and C. So here's the standard. Just so you can hear that back to back, turn it off. And then you'll see, I'll go right first to lower the time. We'll up the intensity to hear it a bit better. And same with the echo for more delay volume. See how even with the volume up and the intensity up, you can't get a ton of it because the time or the rate is low. Back to back. You can see it's quick. So we'll back this off a little bit. We'll get some longer. We'll up the intensity a little bit more, and if you crank this knob, you'll get some nasty oscillation, and if that happens, I apologize. I'll turn on the pedal, or turn off the pedal, and restart it, which always stops that. Sorry, just making sure the pedal is still in the camera shot. All right. Yeah, the delay is quite pronounced when you have it set like that. So let's keep the rate down a bit so the time is longer. Back the intensity off a bit, and same with the echo. That's how I like my delay, just that little bit of flavor. So without wasting any time, let's hear what the custom mode sounds like. It is actually quite a bit different, and I like it. So we'll put the knobs back kind of close to noon there, and I'll flick the switch. So you can hear how much more defined it is when the knobs are at noon compared to in standard mode. And we'll do the same thing. We'll raise the rate knob, but lowering the delay time, and up the echo and intensity a little bit so we can really hear it. It's borderline oscillating there, so I'm going to back this off a little bit. We'll up that volume a bit more again so you can hear the delay last longer. Back the knob off to increase the time. Yeah, sounds pretty cool. We'll back that rate off, get a little bit more echo, little bit more intensity. Actually, let's go less intensity. Let's hear that. Don't want to get carried away, but that's nice for that slow playing. It just... Yeah, pretty cool. Again, I would probably back the echo off. Intensity, maybe right about noon. That with the nice, yeah, I like that delay, but typically I like the more subtle on the standard actually, but when you're playing leads with some gain distortion with my Les Paul, I like to use the custom mode. I just find it has that little bit of a better fit. And lastly, I just want to talk about the last couple things with this pedal. As I said, through the rate input, you can use an expression pedal, which you can adjust the rate as you're playing. So it's pretty cool, but it's just not something I use. I'm more of a set it and forget it delay kind of guy. And then on this side, you have your direct out, because you can run a stereo setup, as I said, and it sounds great stereo. But if you're going through your amp's effects loop, which I am not right now, but sometimes I do with my DSL-40, you have to put a dummy plug in the direct out in order to get the proper wet signal set through the effects loop. Otherwise, just running front of the amp, I just kind of pop it out. It really makes no difference. When I keep it plugged in, it still works fine with the Fender, but sometimes it gets in the way, so I'll just kind of pop it out a bit so I can plug in my other cables. But I like to keep it there because I like to switch it up with my Marshall and my Fender. But yeah, that's really it for this delay. There's not much else to say. It's an analog delay. It works great. If you're looking for an analog delay, here it is. It's awesome. Gives you a couple different flavors. That's a good word. Anyway, obviously Boss pedals, built awesome, super durable. Love it. Love the Waza line. Good job, Boss. Analog delay, Dm-2w. That's it for me here at Tones in the Den. I appreciate you all so much for watching. Let me know what you think about the Boss analog delay in the comments below. Otherwise, I'll see you next time. Peace.